local news. In the news, we begin with the community-wide blood drive today at Calvary Baptist Church Gymnasium. Gets underway between 1 and 6 p.m., sponsored by the Jesuit Shriners Ladies Auxiliary. Again, taking place today between 1 and 6 at the Calvary Baptist Church Gymnasium. Again, walk-ins are welcome. Again, the community-wide blood drive today at Calvary Baptist Church Gymnasium. Deputies of the Wayne County Sheriff's Department, along with the troopers from the Georgia State Patrol and the Motor Compliance Division, responded to that bus crash on Friday morning. A vehicle with collision with injuries this past Friday. It occurred on Buffalo Road, less than 2 miles west of Post Road, involving a Wayne County school bus. The school bus was occupied by 9 children and the adult driver and was traveling east on Buffalo Road when it ran off the road and into a ditch. The driver, Julie Dell Westmoreland of Nahunta, Georgia, was not injured. However, 4 students were injured in the accident, 3 which had to be transported to Wayne Memorial Hospital by EMS for further treatment. Georgia State Patrol is investigating the accident at the request of the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. Driver, Ms. Westmoreland, was issued a citation on the scene of the accident. EMA Director Donna Gray also responded to the scene due to fuel leaking into the body of water. That portion of the accident was assessed and handled by EMA. School system sent out a statement Friday regarding the accident. It reads as follows: Wayne County School System would like to make you aware of a school bus accident this morning in which a Wayne County school bus veered off Buffalo Road and turned over. Accident took place early in the route, so the bus was not completely full. Few students were transported to Wayne Memorial Hospital, where they are being evaluated by hospital staff. These reports indicate that injuries are not critical. Our hopes and prayers go out to the students and their families and the bus driver. And please keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Once again, the accident investigated by the Georgia State Patrol. Tonight on Georgia Public TV, the debate in the race for governor, as incumbent Brian Kemp will square off against Democratic challenger Stacey Abrams. That event set for 7 p.m. this evening on Georgia Public TV. Also on the stage will be the Libertarian candidate Shane Hazel. The debate comes on the first day of early voting here in the state of Georgia and Wayne County, while early voting begins and runs for 3 weeks, with 2 Saturdays set aside for early voting as well. The time of early voting today and all this week is from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Hall Richardson Recreation Center, located at 644 North 4th Street. The time on Saturdays will be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and the 2 Saturdays are this Saturday, October 22nd, and next Saturday, October 29th. This past Friday in Savannah, the U.S. Senate debate held on WSAV-TV in Savannah. Herschel Walker and Raphael Warnock went at it for an hour on live TV. Statewide polls showed this race very close, with Warnock with a slight lead, while the race for governor polls have incumbent Brian Kemp anywhere from a 5 to 10% lead over his opponent, Stacey Abrams. Voters of Georgia have the final say. Large turnout is expected. Always encourage all registered voters to get out and vote. It begins today. Again, it runs for the next 3 weeks, with the general election date set for Tuesday, November 8th, when polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on that day here in Wayne County. Locally, 2 seats on the Wayne County Board of Commissioners will be decided. In District 4, longtime incumbent James Booth Thomas is seeking re-election, but his opposition from Republican Fred Anderson. Thomas running on the Democratic ticket. County Commissioner Kevin McCreary openly campaigning for Anderson. Incumbent Jamie Hickox in District 5, who faces a write-in candidate, Jackie Hoyt, whose name is not on the ballot. She has to hope for enough write-in votes to defeat incumbent Jamie Hickox, who already defeated the incumbent Kathy Keith. Kevin McCreary appeared on last week's Butch and Bob show on Thursday, endorsed both Anderson and Keith in Saturday's Golden Day Parade, rode with Anderson in the parade seeking votes for Anderson. And those are the only 2 local races to be decided this election cycle. The county board will have several new commissioners in January. Tim Hopkins and Mike Gordon already have been elected. And as incumbents Herschel Hires and Mike Gordon opted not to seek re-election, once again, the new commission will be sworn in January. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. In other news, Jessup City Commissioners have a meeting set for tomorrow night at 7 p.m., regular scheduled meeting. On the agenda under old business, approval of permission to purchase a new pickup truck through state contract with Water Department Supervisor Anthony Crawford. Under new business, review of their September 2022 financial statement, awarding a bid for 3rd Street water storage tank renovation with Water Department Supervisor Anthony Crawford. Discussion of South Macon Street extension resolution, discussion of list of roadways for speed ordinance, items with the city manager, items with the commissioners, items with the mayor, all that tomorrow night at 7 p.m. This past Thursday, the Jessup City Commissioners met and held a second reading on their proposed moratorium to shut down the issuance of building permits for both commercial and residential. City Hall was full of citizens on hand against such a moratorium. In the end, the moratorium fails by a vote of 4-3, with Mayor Ralph Hickox casting the tie-breaking vote with a vote of no. Commissioner Tim Cockfield made the motion to pass the moratorium, seconded by Commissioner Bill Harvey. Those 2 commissioners, along with Commissioner Ray House, voted in favor of the moratorium. Commissioners Stanley Todd, Shirlene Armstrong, and Pamela Schuman voted no, which put the vote at a 3-3 tie. In case of a tie under City Charter of Jessup, the mayor cast a decisive vote, and Mayor Ralph Hickox was more than glad to do so, as he advised the council not to take such action, as he says it sends a bad message and would be detrimental to the city of Jessup. Mayor was out of town when both special call meetings were held. He and his family on vacation, but he called in to participate in both meetings. On the first meeting, the vote was unanimous, with Commissioner Pamela Schuman not in attendance, so without a full board present. A second meeting and a second vote had to be taken. That meeting held this past Thursday, and by that time the word had spread about the council's wishes to put a 120-day moratorium on building permits. Thursday's council room filled with business owners, bankers, IDA members, Chamber of Commerce, all waiting to see what would take place. Many wanted to speak, but the council would not allow anyone to speak at the meeting on Thursday. But former Mayor David Earl Keith got a few words in and told the council that they were simply wrong for not letting the citizens speak at a public meeting. In the end, the vote ended in a tie, 3-3, and again, Mayor Ralph Hickox, who was set against the issue, was able to defeat the issue with his no vote. Once again, the meeting was held this past Thursday at City Hall. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes and news this Thursday, the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce having a cookout for elected officials. Again, all elected officials locally and statewide are invited. Again, that's Thursday, October 26 p.m. at the Jessup Train Depot. Still time to register and to participate in the Wayne County's Board of Tourism Big Buck Contest, set for the dates of October 22nd to the 30th. Guaranteed $5,000 payout to the first place winner. Registration costs just $50. For that entry, you get participation into the 8-day contest, entry into the banquet, which is set for November 5th, a general raffle ticket, a gun raffle ticket, and a tournament T-shirt. Need more information, call the Tourism Board office at 912-427-3233 or visit their website, waynetourism.com. City of Jessup set for this Saturday's Arts Fest. Time in downtown Jessup will be from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. City's still looking for vendors. If you're interested, call Jessup City Hall at 427-1313. Wayne County Board of Tourism's inaugural Train Day is coming up this Saturday, October 22nd from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the community room at the Jessup Train Depot. The event's being held in conjunction with the City of Jessup's Arch Fest. Featured will be model trains, vintage and new, and Atlantic Coastline Railroad dining car place setting, historical information and displays on Wayne County Railroad history, as well as a children's play area. Train Day T-shirts will be available for $15. The event is to provide visitors with a train experience to go along with a 3-train viewing area on both sides of the track. The graffiti on trains contest still looking for and in need of entries. If you're caught by a train, take a picture with your phone and submit it. These photos will be displayed in the community room as well as on Saturday. Great day of train fun for all ages this Saturday, and come downtown to the Arts Fest and have some train fun while you're there. Tourism Board also getting ready for their Fall Leaf Paddle Saturday, October 29th. Paddle begins at Williamsburg Landing, ends at the Altamar Regional Park in Glenn County. Registration will be on site that morning, or you can register at the Jessup Train Depot. The cost is $10 per paddler over the age of 16. Shuttle for paddlers will leave Altamar Regional Park at 8 a.m. to come to Williamsburg Landing for put-in. Paddlers should be at the landing in time to drop off their canoes or kayaks and to drive to the Altamar Regional Park to catch the shuttle. Altamar River Expeditions is the official outfitter for the paddle and can be reached at 912-294-3604. Paddlers will be off the river in time for a kickoff for the Georgia-Florida game that afternoon. If you need more information for this and any other tourism event, call the Jessup Train Depot at 912-427-3233, or again, go to the Tourism Board website, waynetourism.com. That's going to do it for the latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan saying have a great day.